What's your biggest turnoff? I'll turn that to you, Fresh.
Well, guess
mine. Lack of communication, lack of cooperation, and attentive listening. If you can't do any of those things, then I cannot fuck with you. So.
Mine is smell. If coochie smells, I'm good.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone.
Couple things. Number one, she can't be a if I'm going to take her seriously. If it's just recreational use, that's fine. Number two, I really don't like women that are masculine. And I think this is kind of something that's like understated because so many girls think it's cute to challenge a man or have an opinion. I don't know where this comes from. Well, I know where it comes from, actually. It's like the feminism propaganda. But like, I'll just say it. Men really don't give a shit about most opinions. We really don't care what you guys think like that. And there's a reason for that before you guys call me a misogynist. The reason why is because a man's... What the fuck? What was that? Oh, finger slip? Yeah, okay. The reason why is because, like, for a man, right? Like, life is a lot harder. So, like, you have to really get shit out the mud. So, for me to sit there and, like, listen to a female's opinion on something when they don't have to work as hard, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Like, you don't have... We can't, like, bond on that. Because, like, my path to success is much different than your path to success. Now, of course, are there women out there that are super successful? Like, I'm a doctor, you're a doctor. Oh, awesome. But the majority, staggering majority, aren't. So it's like, for me to sit there and, you know, take your opinion when you have a completely different experience in life just isn't valid.
It's not valid.
It just doesn't make sense. Just like you don't want to hear about me, oh my God, life sucks, it's so hard for me as a man. Like, I don't give a fuck. You figure it out. We're kind of the same way. Like, we don't give a shit about your opinion because you guys don't have to work hard at certain things. So that's what it is. But, you know, most men will never say this because they want to have sex. So they're going to be like, oh my God, really? That's crazy.
Tell me more.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll play the game.
Force like a charm.
But they'll play the game. But, like, in general, I think most men really don't give a shit about opinions. You know what I mean? Like, there's this famous saying, to be seen and not be heard.
Yeah, you ever heard about that?
You ever heard that?
Isn't that Hispanic culture? You ever heard about that term, phrase?
No, like...
Wait, how do you say it in Spanish? Mo, what is it? It goes...
in Spanish.
The quieter she is, the more attractive she is?
La más caída, la más bonita.
¿La más qué?
Oh, la más callada, la más bonita.
Ah, más calladita te ves más bonita.
Ajá.
Sí, claro.
That's a saying through all of Latin America, right?
Yeah.
Ya tú sabes.
So, okay, so let's think about this. So,
It's true.
in Latin America, that's a saying in all the different countries. Then in the United States, in English-speaking countries, there's be seen and not be heard. In the Arab countries, there's not even a saying because women are quiet. And then like
and where he jumped and stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then like in China, they have these customs where women are supposed to be quiet. So because Asian women are naturally very feminine and quiet, they don't speak unless spoken to, right?
Yeah.
So how is it that all these different cultures, different religions, and different people from all different parts of the world have had these things in place for centuries before the internet, before telephones, before anything? How did they all naturally know that this is what we should be doing? It's natural. Like, it is what it is. So I think now, right, with feminism and stuff, we're trying to fight it back and be like, oh yeah, we care about opinions, but it's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Just like feminism is a lie. So
unless you're Canada's, they don't care.
Yeah, but that's like 1 in a million, you know?
1 in a million,
yeah. Yeah. Sorry, the question. Where exactly are you from? Your country?
My family's from Sudan.
Sudan.
Yeah, so it's a Muslim Arab-speaking country in the northeast of Africa.
Also, he's single too.
I was about to ask you, why are you single?
And he has experience in Venezuela.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Give him Myron.
He's very experienced.
This guy's trying to get me in trouble.
Me?
Hey, yo, Myron, I
He's
bet
very
you won't
experienced in
do it.
Venezuela.
I don't know. No,
Go for it, Myron.
Ooh, okay.
I might be too explosive.
Because you always say,
Get him, Myron.
please don't be a whore, don't be a whore, don't be a whore. But you just say that your maximum to wait is 3 days for sleep with some girl. So what this is have sense in your mind.
Okay, I see what you mean. You're saying I tell women not to be whores, but then they're supposed to give sex to me immediately, right?
Exactly.
I see your perspective. Okay, so what I mean by this is like, just because a girl sleeps with you quickly doesn't mean she's a whore. but you have to be an exceptional guy for that, right? Because like women will break rules for certain men. If you're the right guy, they'll break the rules, right? You want to be the guy that she breaks rules for. But when I say like okay, there's many things that go into a girl being. Girls just think, is it just fucking a lot of people? No, it's your behaviors too.
Yeah.
Always wanted to be on Instagram. Always wanted to go to the club.
Always partying.
Always drinking. Always doing drugs. Putting yourself in like weird situations on yachts with strange individuals. Like there's a bunch of different things that go into it, right? Like and my thing is like I look at it like you want a girl that not only is she not like a whore like physically by not having a high body count, but also like from her behaviors and how she does things, how she carries herself. Because I genuinely believe like if you're a guy and you have like an image, your girl can really hurt your reputation if she's a whore. I use Will Smith all the time. You guys saw the red table when he's sitting there with his wife Jada, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we got into a entanglement or whatever the fuck."
Yeah.
Like Will Smith, top tier actor, reputation tarnished off of his wife being a. So, I think it's very important for men to like understand that it's not just enough for the girl to like exercise temperance in the bedroom. She needs to exercise temperance in everything else she does too, from a public standpoint. Because the way a woman conveys herself says a lot about herself. And it says even more about her man. So for example, if I meet a girl, right, and she's super loud and obnoxious and rude, and she has a boyfriend, I already know her man's a bitch. I already know. Because women that are with a guy that's like strong, authoritative, masculine, the woman's naturally going to be in her feminine state. But if she's like loud and rambunctious and shit like that, I'm like, God damn, her boyfriend is probably really soft. So anyway,
she's the boss.
Yeah, she's the boss. Yeah.